We've also borrowed a mummy from Emory University, from the Carlos Museum at Emory University in Atlanta. And this is in a special exhibition hall down off the main lobby of the museum. And we wanted to really work with and help our public learn more about mummification, why it was so important to the ancient Egyptians, and we were able to do this through this mummy. This is part of a collection that the Carlos Museum just acquired. This is the first time any of it's been on display in a long, long time. And it really is a beautiful mummy coffin with the mummy. And we know who it is. He was a very high official from about 1000 BC. His name was Padset Panchu. I always have trouble with that name. And so you really need to see that as well. Mummification was very important for the ancient Egyptians. They felt that this life was a brief interlude to prepare for life in the afterlife, and you had to take your body with you intact. This probably originated from natural mummification. Remember that Egypt is largely desert, and if you bury somebody in the sand, the hot sand, it's going to dry the body out. And they tried to replicate this then and came up with a mummification process. As I said, when somebody died, they would take you to the place where mummification was performed. Priests are the ones who did this. They would gut the body. They would then dry the body out in natron, which is a salt substance. This would take 30 or 40 days to do. Then they would begin wrapping the body. They would anoint your body with oils and waxes and such, and then begin wrapping the body in linen. And with some of the mummies, it took up to 3 miles of linen to wrap you. This whole process could take 70 days. That was sort of what the upper class could afford. I mean, other people could buy a lesser quality mummification process also, but if you wanted the top line, it was 70 days. So from the time of death until internment in your tomb, you had 70 days to complete all of the arrangements. Oftentimes, the coffins that they were buried in were nested. You would begin with a wooden inner coffin that was beautifully painted, and this is what the mummy would actually rest in. That in turn would be placed within a stone sarcophagus that was carved to have a representation of the figure within on the outside, and this would be covered with hieroglyphs as well. So they can be several coffins. In the case of the pharaohs, there are even more than 2, sometimes 3 or 4. They were very aware that grave robbers broke into many of the tombs as soon as they were sealed to retrieve the riches that were in there, and so you could hopefully protect the body by having a series of coffins.
We hope you enjoyed our journey into searching for ancient Egypt. For more information, call 205-254-2565. Artists would like to give a special thanks to the Tutwiler Hotel for providing accommodations. The Tutwiler Hotel is a luxurious hotel that will cater to your every desire. Located in the heart of the Cultural District of Birmingham.
The overall feel you'll find here at the Tutwiler is one of Southern hospitality, one of the arts, one of leisure, one of fine foods, fine beverage, great people here in Birmingham. You know, the overall feel is one of the historical, architectural. There's amazing artwork all over the hotel. There's great paintings from people all corners of the world, great Southern artists. The Tutwiler is a friendly, hospitable hotel that can lend itself to all walks of life, really.
See you next week on Art Is.